1:06. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Andy.
Good afternoon, and another disappointing night for us at the SJA Awards.
Well, we didn't win, but
No.
It's nice to be nominated.
Well, it's very good to be nominated.
Yeah,
it's
it's nice
true.
to be thought of.
And to be fair, we were beaten by Rugby World Cup coverage on the BBC, which is a big event.
I mean, really,
massive world
it was the
event.
Rugby World Cup coverage. Me and you messing about at Cheltenham.
I agree. I accept that entirely. But unfortunately, you get the winner, and then you get the commendations. And
highly commended.
Highly commended.
We were lowly commended.
We were lowly commended.
Yeah.
We were hardly commended.
Yeah.
I'd say would be more accurate.
We were barely noticed. I think we came into that category.
We were barely noticed.
We were brushed aside.
Winner of the Brushed Aside Awards.
Yeah, that's right.
Island Games. The Island
From
Games
the Channel
coverage,
Islands, yeah.
They were highly commended.
They were, yeah.
Oh, no, I mean, who listened to?
Well, you
listened to that?
haven't heard it, Andy.
Well,
You
who
start casting
cares?
aspersions.
Isle of Man, Guernsey, Faroe Islands. And this is like an Olympics for small islands.
Yeah, but so what? I mean, there's a lot of work goes into that.
It's Jones from the Shetlands. He's beating Johnson from Guernsey. I mean, what else could it have been?
That was a good race, Jones versus Johnson.
I'm sorry. If you sat 100 people down and you said, what's better, these people having a right laugh at
I might do
Cheltenham?
that as part of Gabrielle's 7 keys. That'll be you sit 100 people down.
Say, well, what's better,
That's
this?
pointless, effectively.
People having quite a laugh at Cheltenham and exciting, and
Yeah.
Rupert's commentary and Alan and all the stuff we do, hours of coverage, or these races between people from Bermuda
Don't be such a...
and Jersey.
Don't be... Bermuda.
Well, that's what it says here.
Really?
Island Games.
Oh, okay. Look,
Isle of Wight.
all I would say is...
Rhodes, they're all in there.
They put a lot of work into what they did, as we did, and they got the shout. So look, don't be such
Oh,
a
it's
bad
PC,
loser. Learn to be a...
It's honestly,
No, it's not.
It
It's
is.
just, you can't
And for
take
example,
you're a
not
bitter,
just us.
bad
No,
loser.
it's not just me. I mean, Sam Matterface was up for Commentator of the Year. Now,
Yeah.
fair enough, he was beaten by the wonderful Martin Tyler,
Yeah.
the doyen of commentators.
Friend of the show.
Marvellous commentator, marvellous voice, been doing it for years, fantastic, no dispute about it. But he was beaten by a bloke who's commentating on swimming. Who listens to swimming on the radio? No one listens to swimming on the radio. It's absolutely ridiculous.
More like Tony Hancock. Who listens to swimming on the radio?
Pathetic,
I tell you, Sid, I've had enough.
Sick of it.
I'm going to the BBC.
There was a very moving tribute to all the colleagues that people had lost throughout the year, the great writers, and there were some great writers in there as it goes. And it was a very moving moment, and the presenter, Jim Rosenthal, stood up, and the president, Patrick Collins, said, and can we now toast to absent friends? And of course, our own Dave Richards chose that moment to knock every single glass on the table over. Brilliant.
Yeah, it was
such a racket. It's what they would have wanted, wasn't it?
Well, I think many of them, all of them, would have seen the funny
they would have
side.
seen the funny side of it. But anyway, thanks. The food was nice.
Oh, it was, yeah. It was a good
good.
night.
Yeah.
So thanks to the SJ for the nomination. We do appreciate
We
it.
do, yeah.
Well, I do, anyway. I do. Take no notice of him. You know what he's like whenever you're
Honestly,
nominated.
I worked it out last night. If we were nominated for Presenter of the Year, and every single radio presenter simultaneously died in Britain at the same moment, we still wouldn't win.
At least we'd know that Barman Dave would knock all the glasses over during the tribute to them.
It's true. Yeah. Oh, well.
Barman Dave, of course, part
What can you do?
Part of the cast of thousands on Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Although in this case, Danny Kelly at the moment is Alan Sons himself.
Oh, yes. Beautiful. It's not good for the clips, though.
Sandy Lane. No, it's not great for the clips, is that true?
It's a lovely place, Sandy Lane.
We'll get them while we can. Anyway, do you see that story yesterday? That they're doing some classic sitcoms, recasting some classic sitcoms. Are You Being Served?
I know, it's a bit depressing for people who are actually writing new sitcoms, isn't it? This is only a one-off. It's only a one-off, to be fair.
So we talked before to Lee Mack when he's been in. And he says he's actually jokingly had these conversations with Stephen K. Amos about the idea of him bringing back Rising Damp. When Lee as Rigsby. I think he'd be a brilliant Rigsby, don't you?
Yeah, he could be very good.
They've kind of half-jokingly discussed.
He's still going, Don Warrington. He's in Death in Paradise.
He is, but he can't. He can't play. I mean, Miss Jones. He's about 60. Miss Jones is not going to lust after him.
No, she isn't.
I mean, that means Miss Jones has to be about 103.
She's the marvellous Frances Diller tour. She's fantastic.
So we are. If you want to, we might just sit here and think, oh, what a great idea! You've got it. That's the perfect person to play somebody in a classic sitcom. So if you want to recast a few others, if you've got 5 minutes.
I'd love to be in On the Buses. I think I could be a young Lothario like Stan. I could be Stan. You could be Jack. You'd be perfect Jack.
We're too old.
Aren't we?
Oh, yeah, you're too old. You're older than Doris Hare was when she made the series. You're older than Stan's mum. On the Buses.
Yeah, it's true. Could be a problem.
So, talksport.com, text 81089.
I think of a few women that can play Olive, but there you go.
Yeah, there we
not
are.
ideal, really. And 85,000 people changed their name last year. Did you know this? Yeah, this is a fascinating statistic that's come out today. It was in The Guardian.
You say fascinating.
Well, I think it was, because one of the people that changed their names changed his name to Bacon Double Cheeseburger. Is that a brilliant one?
Did he really?
Yeah.
Not Richard Bacon Double Cheeseburger.
No.
Oh, okay.
Bacon was his first name.
Yeah.
Double Cheeseburger was his double-barreled name.
Right.
That's his name. Bacon Double Cheeseburger.
That's a great name. What do you do with that?
Well, I don't know.
You run for Parliament, don't you? Just to hear somebody say it
really
out loud.
And a couple can change their name to the Amazings. Mr. and Mrs. Amazing.
Really?
You know, which is good, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
No, not at all.
No.
Okay.
What would if you thought about changing your name? What would you go with? Arnold Anderson.
Arnold Anderson.
That is your
Arnold Bitter Anderson.
I think it would be
That's
very
who I am.
bitter. Well, I'm sure next year they'll take on board what you said and recognise it because you're such a good loser. Yeah,
they probably like that.
Junior roundabout, it's not the winning, it's the taking part.
Well, that's very true, isn't it? There's no question about it. Yeah. Junior Stanislas, the fine player, which is having a very good season for Bournemouth. Oh,
is that your phone?
Yeah, it is.
It's the 15 years.
You know where it is now,
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, there it is, behind the computer.
You can't find it.
It's a bit annoying that it went off like that. Stop texting me during the programme.
Who was it?
It was Millsy. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Now, what have we got?
He probably works on the basis that you turn it off.
Well, he does. Normally.
And he's probably got material for you. He's probably got some funny material
got some
for you.
Good things, really.
So if you turn it off, it's not an issue, is it?
Yeah. Actually, it's a serious point about Ginola, Cantona, now Payet, about how, I suppose he means how France
shuns its great flair players. That's a good point, well made. We're going to come on to Payet later on. As you're probably aware, Didier Deschamps has effectively said, I don't fancy him. He's never really done it for France, which seems odd. I mean, you give the guy a second chance based on the way he's playing for West Ham at the moment. But apparently...
Well, I would. He's fantastic. He's the player of the year here, isn't he? He's brilliant. I mean, he can turn a game. It's certainly worth having on the bench, but he doesn't fancy him. You know what managers are like. Something
that did come from the awards last night, that great sports broadcasting and journalistic dynasty as a new award-winning addition.
True, yeah.
We saw Matt Lorenzo, the fine sort of journalist and presenter, last night.
Yeah.
His dad, Peter, was a legend of sports broadcasting.
Absolutely, yeah.
And Matt's son won the award, didn't he?
Peter's grandson, that's
tremendous. Sort of budding sports journalist of the year category. So very well done to him.
I think was that the one Martin judged, so it was excellent.
No, he judged another one. No, it was a fantastic to see. It's great sporting dynasty continuing. And Matt was telling us
out of college and he's won an award. It's tremendous.
I think Matt's going to come and see us.
I've been doing this for years, you know.
You see, stop being bitter.
Not one of things.
Just stop being bitter. Man alive.
I haven't had a chance to talk about Junior Stanislas.
Well, do you want to do it later?
Yeah.
Matt Lorenzo's going to pop in and see us to talk about the new Bobby Moore film they've made, which
that'll be good.
Which sounds like it's almost there, so we look forward to that.
Excellent.
Anyway, it's Paul Hawksbee and Andy Jacobs here on talkSPORT. Coming up in the first hour, Martin Ziegler joins us from the Times. He's on FIFA Watch, of course, this week, like many journalists. He's been following this story very closely.
He got a commendation.
He certainly did. Thoroughly deserved for his work around FIFA. And he interviewed Sepp Blatter. That appeared in the Times at the weekend. We'll talk a bit about that.
He didn't get an award.
No, Sepp Blatter didn't win the services to
football award.
Well, he's had a lot of column inches, hasn't he?
He has,
Paul Tisdale joins us. He's facing his 500th game in charge of Exeter City tonight. How'd you survive in football management as long as he has? Really, only him and Arsene Wenger are still there after all this time. And then Tom Livingston and Sam Pacelli will be here. They are from an improv troupe called The Noise Next Door. They are also Spurs and Chelsea fans, so we'll be chatting to them in the first hour. So plenty to come, including Chris Packham joining us later on. It's Hawksbee and Jacobs here on talkSPORT.
Well, Jamie, what did you make of that?